Greetings, Internet people. Ranting Ramsey here. I'm first going to apologize for volume. If I'm harder to hear today than usual, you're going to have to turn your speakers up. My wife is sleeping, and I'm trying not to wake her. Now, I already made a video once today about this subject, but in that video, I said a few things that I kind of, in retrospect, went, why did I say that? And it didn't take very long for a few of my subscribers and watchers or fans, whatever you want to call yourselves, to call me out on it. And I thought about it, and I just simply removed the video because I realized how incredibly hypocritical what I said was, and I didn't really want to label myself as such, and just didn't want to deal with that whole big mess of bullshit, so I pulled down the video. And what the video basically was an update on the condition of my arm, for those of you who have been keeping up on it. As you can see, they've put me in a cast up to my elbow, because what it is initially the ER doctors thought that I had a fractured carpal bone in my hand, but what it turns out is that I have 3 hairline fractures on the end of my radius. So I'm going to be wearing this cast for 3 weeks, and then I'll have a shorter cast for 3 weeks, and then I'll probably have just a wrist brace or something for about 3 weeks or so. So the good news is, to members of Team Double Helix, if you'll notice my thumb, wow, bad angle, there we go. My thumb is now mobile. They don't need to restrict that, so as the swelling goes down, I'll get more and more mobility there, which will give me more ability to play SOCOM with you guys. So, but the thing that's really got me kind of pissed off about this whole situation is that when I first injured my arm, I told my place of work that it happened, and they said, okay, well, all you gotta do is get cleared to work by a doctor, and we'll let you come back to work. So I went to my specialist today, and he cleared me for work, because I told him what my job is, and I told him what it entails, and that parts of it, as the assisting member on a crew, I could do my job one-handed, and so he cleared me to work. And I called my work, and I told him this, and my boss said, no, you can't come back to work until you don't have a cast on or anything like that, because you might hurt yourself and claim workman's compensation. Wow, so that's like one of the first times I've ever heard of a business specifically saying, no, you can't work because you might hurt yourself and claim workman's comp, even though that's like the whole fucking purpose for the system. But that's not even really my issue, because I'm not even really caring about that. I just want to get back to work and make some fucking money. But apparently I'm not going to be able to do that. So I'm really pissed off at my boss right now. I think he's acting like an unreasonable fucking asshole. And I don't understand why he would take such a bullshit stance when I've worked for this person for 2.5 years and have never been anything but responsible and honorable. And that just really, really gets under my skin. So I'm probably not going to be working there anymore, because I can't afford to not work for 6 weeks. So I'm going to have to try and find a place that'll hire somebody with a broken arm. I'm in a real big pile of shit here, basically, is what the problem is, all because my boss is paranoid that I might screw him over. He's like fucking, if you've ever seen the cartoon SpongeBob SquarePants, I have a young niece who watches it, and I babysit her sometimes, and I watch it with her, and SpongeBob works at this place where he's got a boss called Mr. Krabs, where it's not uncommon for his whole dialogue to just be money, 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 and that's his main concern, is money. And when I saw this cartoon, my jaw hit the floor, thinking about the parallels between Mr. Krabs and my boss. And it seems like worker welfare comes last to him and in this situation, because he's more concerned about covering his ass and his business than, you know, helping out an employee that's been loyal for over 2.5 years. So that really kind of pisses me off. So if anybody happens to have any legal knowledge or anything like that, and happen to know of some possible recourse I could take against my place of employment, then you should let me know, and I'll do something with that. So thanks. Once again, I'm apologizing for the volume. I'm trying to keep my voice down so I don't wake up my wife and get my ass kicked. And so there you go. My arm is in this bastard cast for 3 weeks, and then I'll have a shorter cast. And there you go. Take it easy.